The last ride. I never believed in urban legends. So when a friend dared me to explore the old Marlow amusement park, I couldn't resist. The park had been abandoned for decades. Roller coasters rusted, carousels stopped mid-spin, and the Ferris wheel loomed like a skeletal eye in the fog. Locals whispered that the park doesn't like visitors, but I laughed at it. I was alone that day. Perfect. The gate was chained, but old and brittle. I pried it open and stepped inside. Everything was surreal. Graffiti covered every wall. Broken ticket booth leaned sideways. A carousel horse lay face down in the dirt, its eyes chipped away. The air smelled of rust, decay, and old popcorn. Every step I took crunched on glass and gravel. I wandered past the teetering Ferris wheel and toward a roller coaster. Its tracks twisted above me like skeletal hands. The cars were frozen mid-loop, coated in dust. I felt drawn to it, almost like the park wanted me there. I climbed into one of the cars on the abandoned coaster. The seatbelt clicked oddly as if it recognized me. The car shifted slightly under my weight. The rational brain screamed to get out, but I couldn't. Then it moved. Slowly at first, then faster, almost gliding along the broken track. Wind whipped my face. The coaster rattled, yet didn't collapse. Every shadow looked like it was reaching for me. I stopped at the top of the first hill. From here, I could see the whole park. Decaying games, toppled stands, and the Ferris wheel looming closer, impossible in scale. Then I heard it. Not a knock, not a whisper, something else. The clattering of the old arcade machines turning on. The lights flickered. The air seemed to thrum. The park wasn't dead. It was awake. I wandered into the arcade. Rusted pinball machines flickered with ghostly light. One game worked. The screen flashed, asking my name. I typed it in. The machine buzzed violently, then displayed something impossible. The path I had taken in the park and where I would go next. I realized the park knew me, knew my fears, knew my every step. I tried to leave, but the paths looped. Stands I'd passed earlier were suddenly ahead of me. Shadows moved in impossible ways, cast by things I couldn't see. Every ride I approached seemed to beckon me. The carousel spun slowly, squeaking like teeth grinding. Horses leaning towards me, their chipped eyes fixed. I understood then. The park just didn't want me inside. It wanted me to stay forever. I ran towards the Ferris wheel. Its cabin swung gently, even though the wheel had been dead for decades. I climbed into a cabin. It creaked, but the door latch shut behind me. The wheel moved, slowly at first, then faster. The view was dizzying. From above, I could see the park stretching endlessly. Not all of it was abandoned. Some areas looked alive. Shadows moved along the paths, waiting. I realized anyone who entered the park alone became part of it. Not physically, but in a way that left your mind trapped. I don't know how long I was in that Ferris wheel cabin. Time lost meaning. The wind screamed in my ears. When I finally jumped off, or maybe fell, I found myself outside the gates. The park looked dead again. Rusted rides, toppled stands, the Ferris wheel silent. I ran home. I never told anyone. Sometimes at night I see it in my dreams, the Ferris wheel, the carousel, the arcade. I feel the park's pull, patient, waiting. I can't stop thinking about that last ride, about how the park sees everything, knows everything. And I know someday I might go back, or the park might come to me. The end. I hope you guys enjoyed today's story. I'm doing one every day for the month of October. It's called October Fright Month. We are almost to October, Halloween. Good night, nurse. We are almost to Halloween, my friends. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. If you'd like, you can go back and listen to my stories and enjoy them with your family. And with that, I am going to say loves.